בוקר טוב, we up to Mishlei ח' פסוק י"ב. אני חוכמה, שכנתי עורמה, ודעת מזימות אמצע. שלמה המלך says, in a place the Torah dwells, החוכמה, העורמה, שוכנת שם. How would you say עורמה?
Trickery.
Trickery? Yeah, but trickery not in a negative way.
Maybe slyness.
Slyness?
Not negative.
מה זה? It's a positive thing?
Yeah, it's very positive.
אני חוכמה שכנתי.
אני חוכמה שכנתי עורמה.
Maybe witty. Yeah. Could be witty.
אומר רש"י, שכנתי עורמה אצל עורמה.
Nobody has the English.
שכיוון שלמד אדם תורה, נכנס בו ערמומיות של כל דבר. ידס? י"ב. אומר רש"י, the minute a person learns Torah, so next to him, who dwells next to him? העורמה. So someone that learns Torah, the Torah gives you פיקחות.
חריף. Oh.
כן, זה עורמה.
Okay.
But it's עורמה in a positive way. You know, it says about נחש היה ערום. Very sneaky. Okay. Sneaky. Right? Over there, but נחש היה ערום is negative. Because it comes on something that he did something bad. Here, I'm giving you loopholes. I'm giving you ways how to get you things done. Let's say, למשל, יש לנו הלכה בהלכות יום טוב. There is מלאכות that you cannot do on יום טוב, but בדרך עורמה מותר. So let's say, יש הלכה למשל במסכת ביצה. Let me give you ככה off hand. אסור לכבס. You cannot wash clothes on יום טוב. But if somebody went to the mikveh עם בגד ועלה, וזה התחבס, מותר. Why?
אני אעשה.
מוטי. Why? כי זה נקרא הערמה. I'm going to dip in the mikveh. אגב זה התחבס. אוקיי, אני לא הלכתי לכבס, אני went to the mikveh.
עושים את זה במשלמים לפעמים לבן אדם שעובד בשבת כמו...
הרמה,
הרמה, עושים את זה הרמה, משלמים לו כל השבוע.
זה נקרא הרמה.
That's a positive.
זה מותר. אוקיי?
זה מותר, אבל זה בסדר. It's like...
הלכה מותר, כן, כן.
No, I know, but it's like, לכתחילה, כי it's okay. You can do it.
כן, זה נקרא חוכמה, שכנתי עורמה. כשאדם שיש לו תורה, יש בו, אתה רואה, ערמומיות. In a good way. היה מישהו ש... he was invited to someone's house. הוא לא רצה לפגוע בו, he didn't want to hurt his feelings. So, well, no. I'm sorry, I cannot eat this, you know, my doctor doesn't allow me. Okay. Doctor אומר לו, אז לא אוכלים. Should I get offended?
No.
But who was his doctor? הרמב"ם.
Does he follow everything Rambam says?
לא משנה.
Doesn't matter.
לא. הרמב"ם is my doctor, והרופא אומר שזה לא קשה.
אז הבן אדם לא צריך...
הוא לא צריך להיפגע, הוא לא נפגע. If you tell him רמב"ם, מי זה רמב"ם? So really, אתה לא דוקטור, מיסטר דוקטור, oh, you understand. זה נקרא אני חוכמה, שכנתי עורמה. There is so many ways and loopholes how to get out of troubles. So מי שיש לו חוכמה, if you have Torah, the Torah gives you פיקחות, how to answer and how to get out of troubles.
We said once, if someone's too smart, he can use it for bad.
We're not too smart. We're not smart.
No, like עשיו.
לא עשיו. לא עשיו. יעקב אבינו. לא, יעקב אבינו, למה עשיו? פה אומר מי שאיפה שיש תורה, אתה תמצא שם עורמה. ובזה, כיוון שאדם לומד תורה, נכנסה בו ערמומיות. And so, what's the benefit? The benefit is that the Torah is going to teach you את הערמומיות של הרשעים. You matter where it goes.
ישיבת שם ועבר?
So a Torah, you learn Torah, and the Torah gives you all the ways how to think. And Memelem, you'll know how to get the Rishayim.
שאיפה הוא למד.
Yes, סיפור, I just נזכרתי. No, it's okay, I don't think we have this. Here's סיפור, I think the Ben Ish Hai brings it. in Masechet Avot. What's the story? Was, if I remember correctly, the story goes like this. Two people were walking, and someone found on the floor a silver coin. So he picked it up. The guy next to him, his friend, hey, it's mine.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
It's mine.
It's mine. He yells, Habibi, this is mine. You don't see I have a hole in my pocket. This is mine. Give it to me back. And the guy tells him, it's not yours. I found it and it's mine. No, they're fighting. He says, no, it's mine. The other one said, what are you talking about? So they went to the rabbi. So the guy who found the silver coin tells the rabbi, it was on the floor. We were walking. I saw something was shining. I came close. I picked it up. And this yo-yo tells me, Habibi, it's his. Ushakran. And the guy tells the rabbi, what is he talking? This is mine. It's my coin. Okay. The rabbi says, give me the coin. Before he said, give me the coin, he tells them, you both leave the room. He calls his student, come. Vid, you see the coin? He speaks loud. You see, over here, there is a dent. You see, on the picture, there's a dent. The nose doesn't look good. Then you see there is also this corner, you put a hole. There's a hole. You can make a necklace and make it the whole chain. You see that? Yeah, nice. Okay. The rabbi calls both of them into the room. He tells them, Mr. Lost, you said it's yours? Yeah. Simanim? Yeah. What's a simanim? There is a dent and a hole. It's mine. Molo, you're right. This one doesn't have a dent and doesn't have a hole. So I guess you lost a different coin. And he gave the other one. He gave him the back to the person that found the coin. You have how things works? Ze nikra, Rafi, ani chokhma shachanti orma. When you learn Torah, the Torah gives you the ways how people think. It also just maybe. That's it. Kama sipurim kaelu you have, mashu. Ze Torah. The Rabbi Alav Shalom just remembers. There is so many stories.
White light.
There's no white lie. It's how it's to know how to get the people out, so they don't trick you. Yonatan.
Wow. Why is this pasuk connected to Shlomo HaMelech's story with the baby cut in half?
Every story shel Chachamim you'll find. The Rabbi Alav Shalom told me once, a person, old person, nafal isha leyibum. Mother yibum. His brother died with no kids. But Torah is mitzvah leyabem, mitzvah to marry her. But yibum. Today, we don't do yibum, osim halitza today. Osim yibum, מה שכתוב בתורה. But the rabbi felt, age-wise, it's not right. She is young, well, בגיל 70. So the rabbi tells him, Habibi, Ya Musa, Rabbi Halitza. So he tells him, Mori means Hacham. Adain kohi bemotni. Yani my hips, my legs are still strong. Thighs still strong, meaning he can live with the woman. אמר לו, okay. אמר לו, תבוא מחר לבית הדין, and we'll take it from there. All right. He comes to בית הדין. The rabbi tells him, Gis, meaning, sit down, and I'll get to you in a minute. We got a couple of cases to deal over here. קיצור, how do you say בעברית? ייבש אותו. ייבש אותו על הכיסא. 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Habibi, we got it. No mama yibu. Anyway, it's after 4 hours. Ya Musa, תביא שם את הספר למעלה. Could you just bring the book from up there? The guy goes, אין כוחך במותניך, אתה לא חזק. לא אתה לא עשיתי בו. Oh, you best out for hours. He asked, just give me the book from there.
And his back hurts.
And he gets the way he got up. He made that noise. You're too old. You cannot get there. No, you boom. That's a halitza. שמעת מה זה? זה נקרא, אני חוכמה, שכנתי עורמה. The Torah gives you ways how to get to people's mind and how to put the mirror next to them. And וככה אתה לומד how to deal, גם עם רשעים.
האישה גם יכולה to reject, right?
לא כזה פשוט.
Oh, yeah?
לא כזה פשוט. השאלה פה זה ייבום.
I thought the chalitza is when the women reject.
No, it's when he rejects.
When the man?
Yeah.
Oh, the woman cannot reject.
היא רוצה. ככה. יאללה. בוא נמשיך. יראת השם. שנות רע. גאה וגאון ודרך רע. ופית הפוכות שנאתי. שלמה המלך says over here, what's the musar that the Chokhmah announced? The Chokhmah announced only that whoever has Yirat Shamayim, someone who fears God, he's not going to take 3 people. He cannot stand 3 people. 1, Yirat Hashem senot ra. Someone who fears God, he hates anything bad. הוא שונא רע. מי שיש לו יראת שמיים cannot stand bad people. אנשים רעים. ומי הם? Number 1, גאה וגאון. Someone who's an arrogant person. A person who's an arrogant, Hashem says, I cannot stand him. שלמה המלך אומר, someone that has יראת שמיים, you cannot work and deal with people like that. That's מי אמרנו? גאה גאון. someone שהוא בעל גאווה. The second person, דרך רע. מה זה דרך רע? Someone that the way he behaves leads him to do bad to others. שמעתם? וזה someone the בעל עבירה. And the third one, ופית הפוכות. Someone who's a liar. שמעת רפי? Someone who's a liar. שלמה המלך אומר, החוכמה, someone שיש לו מוסר, cannot stand an arrogant person, cannot stand a person that does bad to people, and the third, a person who's a liar, he's not honest. מדבר אחד בפה ואחד בלב. זה האנשים ששלמה המלך אומר לך, stay away from them. Good is not going to come from them. אף פעם. You're only going to get hurt from those people. ומה בעצם אומר שלך? מה בעצם אומר שלמה המלך? That the main thing that a person should work on, יראתו קודמת לחוכמתו. You want to learn Torah, which is great. You want to have this, אני חוכמה שלכנתי עורמה, which is great. But you have to know one thing. יראתו קודמת לחוכמתו. You have to work on יראת שמיים. Why? Because if you're not going to work on יראת שמיים and you're going to go and learn in front of a rabbi, Gemara, which is חוכמה, מה יקרה? So אם הוא בעל גאווה, הוא לא ילמד מהרב שלו. Because he thinks he is better. He is smarter. וגם כן, אם הוא לא ירחיק עצמו, if he's not going to stay away from bad people, and is going to learn Torah from his rabbi, מה יקרה? הוא לא יגיע לשלמות, because he has bad friends. And the third is, let's say you argue with your rabbi. Sometimes you could argue, but you know that you're wrong. אבל אתה שקרן. Instead of to admit, you'll keep fighting and proving to prove that you're right, but you know that you're not right. That's פית הפוכות. הבנתם? לא הבנתם? עוד פעם. שלמה המלך here talks about two.
Three people.
No. He talks about a regular person, and also he takes this to a student. When we learn any חוכמה שכנתי אומה, where do you get the חוכמה from?
Rabbi.
It's not. So before we can get to the rabbi, he says, "Ani chokma shachanti oma." So I want to get to be that person, שיש לי את החוכמה הזאתי, to know how to deal with people, to know how to deal with business, to know how to deal with, to live life. You have to know how to live life. לא פשוט. אומר, I want to be like that. אומר שלמה המלך, number one, you should know, be aware and stay away from an arrogant people, and stay away from a person that does bad, and stay away from a person that is a liar. You're only going to get only bad things. So זה היה פשוט. But where, if you want to take it to real life, it talks about the student, תלמיד, that comes, that he wants to learn חוכמה from the rabbi. אומר שלמה המלך, Mr. תלמיד, Mr. student, let me teach you, number one, you have to be at Shamayim before you start to learn Gemara and Torah from your rabbi. Number one, don't be an arrogant, because if you're going to be an arrogant, you will not get. You always get. You're going to have issues with your rabbi. You're not going to disagree, and that's going to cause you what? Not to get to be shalem, to complete yourself.
We are going to disagree now.
Meaning, if you have yirat shamayim,
Right.
so the rabbi said something. Amen kadosh. I don't argue with him.
Right.
But who argues? Who argues? יפה מאוד. So אומר לך, תדע לך, יראת השם. אתה רוצה לקבל חוכמה, number one, יראת שמיים, יראתו קודמת לחוכמתו. If you're not going to have יראת שמיים before you're pounding on your חוכמה, you're not going to go far anyway. So what should be your focus? Not to be an arrogant student. And how can you get there? It's only if you have יראת שמיים. Second, stay away from people that do bad. Lama, because all the musar that the rabbi is going to give you in the chokhmah, it's not going to take anyway. One bad friend is going to kill you. Third, ve'pita puchot. Be careful not to lie. Be careful not to lie. Why? Because sometimes when you lie, let's say you have an argument with your rabbi on something, or you havuta gamken. You know your havuta is right after 10 minutes. So if you're an honest person, Hazako Baruch, my mistake. If you're not an honest person, you'll keep fighting another hour and a half just to prove that you're right. But you're not right. But why he's fighting? Just to prove that he's right. And he knows that. That's because hu shakran, he's not honest. No. If you want to have yirat shamayim, those three things work on. Without these three things, you're never going to accept Torah from your rabbi. Are we getting it?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
You getting it? Yes or no?
Don't be a
Got
liar.
it.
Don't be arrogant.
Don't have bad
יראת
friends.
השם, שנות רעה.
אומר שאדם שיש לו יראת שמיים, הוא שונא דבר רע. איך כתוב בתהילים? אוהבי השם, שנאו רע. מי שאוהב את השם, הוא שונא רע.
So what's it with דרך הרעה?
זה דרך, זה הנהגה, שמביאה אותך לעשות רע to others.
What's the difference?
No, the Ra includes these three things. And
יראת השם הוא שונא דבר רע. ומה הם הדברים הרעים? So he says an arrogant person and a person that could be a friend of someone that he is bad. כי הוא עושה דברים לא טובים, עבירות, and also דברים שקרנים. זאת אומרת, if you have someone that he does bad and you like him, that shows that you're not
Or if you like him.
if you know someone that he does bad stuff,
Well, Hashem loves
I don't have to
everybody.
mention,
Hashem
there's
loves
plenty.
everybody.
Hashem.
I don't know. You can have a friend that does bad, but he's a fun person to be around. He's a funny person.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's very funny.
Oh, yeah.
I never met someone who does bad and is not funny.
His bad and your bad is different bad.
Okay.
He's gonna lead you to. He's gonna lead you.
The guy doesn't-
does bad, but he's just fine. Your bad is.
I don't know what you're watching, and I don't know which one you're
The guy's not Shomer
your
Shabbat,
amusement.
but he's a sweet person.
אני לא יכול להגיד לך שומר שבת, אני אומר לך דבר שיש לו עושה רע to others. רע לזולת כתוב.
That means so. It means bad actions or bad intentions. Because people are good. Nice people could sometimes do bad actions, but ra means bad intentions. Meaning intention does
Bad,
bad.
he does bad to others. I'm not talking about שומר שבת.
So he's a schemer or something. I
That was others. Know the way he does.
Yeah, what if you just that person you just because Islami's funny? But I'm not hanging out. I wouldn't trust him or whatever. But it's entertaining.
אומר דוד המלך, אשרי האיש אשר לא הלך, מה כתוב? בעצת רשעים,
מושב לצים
ובדרך חטאים,
לא ישר.
ובדרך חטאים.
לא עמד.
The first אשרי, נו.
ויש לך תהילים שם.
אשרי האיש אשר לא הלך, ובדרך חטאים.
לא עמד.
לא עמד. לא הלך.
הלך, עמד, ישב, נו, מה קורה שם? מה כתוב?
מושב לצים לא ישר.
זה אחר כך.
It's a lot.
אני יודע.
לא הלך.
אתה יש בשלוש.
לא הלך.
עוד פעם. אשרי האיש
אשר לא הלך.
אשר לא הלך.
רשעים לא עמד.
רגע, אשר לא הלך בעצת רשעים. זה הכל בשבילך כל הברגע. הלאה. ובדרך חטאים לא עמד, ובמושב לצים
לא ישר.
לא ישר. אומרת הגמרא,
Don't sit.
אומרת הגמרא, מה כתוב? אשר לא הלך, לא עמד, לא ישב. So the Gemara בעבודה זרה שואלת, if he didn't go,
איך עמד?
אם הוא לא הלך,
There's nothing to worry about.
איך הוא עמד?
אם
אם הוא לא עמד, איך ישב? אומרת הגמרא, that's how it works. קודם כל,
Go stand.
אני רק הולך, I'm not, nothing serious.
hanging out.
אחר כך, once you get there,
עומד
let me
והולך.
just sit on my 5 minutes and I'm going.
אני עומד והולך.
Once you sit, listen, this guy is a funny guy. He's such a funny. That funny. end up, השם ישמור. הבנת? זהו, יאללה, נמשיך. אומר שלמה המלך, פסוק י"ד. לי עצה ותושייה. אני בינה, לי גבורה. וואו. שלמה המלך says over here, don't be lazy. I want to give you a heads up, Mr. Albert. אומר שלמה המלך, if you really want to get this done, you have to know לא להיות עצלן. I'm going to give you strength. I'm going to give you חוכמה. אבל אתה צריך לדעת שעיקר, the main is that beside of the חוכמה, that I'll give you strength. אני בינה, ולי גבורה. מה זה ולי גבורה? זאת אומרת, החוכמה is one thing, and גבורה is a second thing. I think in our pasuk, the gvura here takes us to the concept of to be strong and not to be afraid of what you think and
What people think?
what you think. אוקיי? אז הוא אומר לך, מה הוא אומר לך פה? הוא אומר לך פה כזה דבר. אני נותן לך חוכמה, but it's not enough החוכמה. אני גם כן מלמדת אותך, גם כן גבורה. And I think the gevurah here, it means to know what to say in public, ולא לפחד. But sometimes if you're going to say in public what you think, you will get yourself in troubles. אומר לך לא, אני אתן לך חוכמה, I give you wisdom. אני אתן לך עצה, I give you advice. ואני נותן לך also גבורה. The way I'm going to teach you the חוכמה and the advice, that whatever that you're going to say something, בלי פחד. לא לפחד. Because today, it's not only today, it's always. אדם שהוא חכם, sometimes you have people who are smart, אבל זה חכם לעצמו. That's it. Yeah, it's only him himself, that's it. Then you have people, hachamim, and they're also hachamim for others. They know how to guide. They know how to lead. They know how to get out of troubles. These people, they're precious because they don't see only themselves. They see the public. And because they see the public, they're more likely to be targets to troubles. What do you say? If you're going to say no, you're going to get this group of people to hate you. You're going to say yes, you're going to have these people to go against you. So מה תעשה? So כשיש לך חוכמה ועצה, it also gives you גבורה, strength to know how to say and not to get in troubles. זה דבר גדול מאוד 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 מאוד. זה החכמים גדולים ככה מתנהגים. החכמים גדולים ככה מתנהגים. לדעת, sometimes זה לא מה לומר, זה מה לא לומר. You hear this, Albert? Sometimes it's not what to say, it's what not to say. And when you don't say, you're going to get far.
Less is more.
Once, Mordechai Eliyahu. Mordechai Eliyahu. He asked the Rabbi Alav Shalom a question. How are you a rabbi of Bnei Brak? Chief Rabbi of Bnei Brak. Do you know how many rabbis you have in Bnei Brak? And how many admorim? כן. He was the chief rabbi of Israel. Arav Mordechai Eliyahu, he was the chief rabbi of Israel after Hacham Otzar Yosef.
Passed away, right?
He's the only one that
Every chief rabbi is the chief rabbi for 10 years.
take the Chida's grave and move it back to Israel. Touch the bones. He's buried next to the Chidah.
היה לך הרב עובדיה יוסף, היה מרדכי אליהו, היה הרב בקשי דורון, היה הרב עמר, והיה הרב יצחק יוסף. Next.
That what?
He was the chief rabbi of Israel. After how there was, he was in the 80s and he was in the 90s.
I saw him, man.
Yeah.
So there's chief rabbis of Israel and there's chief rabbis of like a city.
Also,
Bnei Brak.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chief rabbi and the rabbi of a city. So the chief rabbi of Israel, Mordechai Eliyahu, he tells him, how can you survive to be the chief rabbi of Bnei Brak? Back then it was already 35 years. So he tells him, I don't walk in the middle of the street. I walk in the side of the street, sidewalk. Do you know what he meant to say? He meant to say, I'm not trying to stick out. I am not trying to stick out in the city.
Okay. How does that answer the question? What was the question?
Amolo, how can you survive in politics? Shaman number one. This is the city, the most, if I could say, in the most religious world.
Most cases.
It's the most difficult. If you have the most בתי מדרשות, כוללים ואדמו"רים, והיה הרב שך והסטייפלר, כל הבר דעת. You see what you have, Rabbi Chaim Kanevsky there, and you have גדולי העולם over there. How can you survive in such a city? You hear this? So he told him, I'm not walking in the middle of the street. You know, I don't know if were you ever Shabbat in Bnei Brak?
Bnei Brak?
No. So I'll tell you how it works. Shabbat,
You walk in the street.
you walk on the street. You don't walk on the sidewalks. Who walks on the sidewalk? On the street. And because of that, people are used to walk during the week also on the streets. Because Shabbat, it's the main, and it's if they remind yourself on Tuesday, that's alone. There's no Shabbat. And by Wednesday, you're already getting ready to Chabot Shabbat. So you're still in the middle of the street. So when you walk there in the middle of the street, people are honking. They honk. Why? Why are you walking in the middle of the street? So when you walk in the middle of the street, what happens? People honk. And when they honk, you get it. So you become attention. And it's a problem. Because you're getting yourself into people to open their windows and to give you a bracha. And to your mother. And then go, all the generations above. So when you walk there in the middle of the street during the weekdays, it's a little problem. So it's a say. I don't walk in the middle of the street. I walk on the side. What he meant to tell him, I'm here in Bnei Brak almost 50 years. I'd never tried to stick down. Low key, and keep going. הבנת? זה נקרא מה שכתוב פה, לי עצה ותושייה ולי גבורה. You have to know.
Where's the גבורה in this?
כשהוא היה צריך to do things, strong, אריה.
But doesn't it go against sometimes sticking out? Like sometimes
No.
when you do what you have to do.
You have to know. זה צריך חוכמה. זה שימוש תלמידי חכמים. You're not going to get in any books over here. You have to sit next to חכם and you have to know. Awesome. זה ככה צריך ללמוד. היה פעם, the rabbi, you see, I want to say משהו. When you're a chief rabbi in Israel, the main things is Tika Nisuim, is marriage, mikvaot, eruvin, and kashrut of all the restaurants in the city. That's the 4 biggest jobs that the chief rabbi has. He's in charge on all the couples who come to open. Over there, if you want to get married, you have to go to the Rabbanut. You have to open a case. You have to open a file. You have to write down your name, and then you get to have someone to get to marry you, and then you get a certificate that you're married. So no pashut.
And to get married?
Yeah.
What, they have to go to the chief rabbi?
You have to go to the rabbi. Every city has Rabbanut. You have to go to the Rabbanut. You open a ketik. You have to bring witnesses that you're single, and and she is a single. You're a Jew, and she is a Jew. No pashut.
Also divorce.
Yeah, akol. Anyway, so who deals with this? That's under the control of the rabbi. That's marriages, nisuim. Second is amanu mikvaot. Mikvaot when you're in the city. Watching nashim, you have to make sure that יש הרבה שאלות. יש לך בלניות, ladies that they take care, לא פשוט. So all the halachot goes to him. And then יש לך עירובין. You have to have עירוב in the city. Who checks the eruv? What type of the eruv? Who calls it? Who's in charge? The rabbi. And also, Manu,
Restaurants.
restaurant, kashruyot, all the kashrut, all the restaurants, all the bakeries, everything that you have in your city, you got to make sure to be. So you are in charge.
So the chief rabbi of the city, technically, he is also very busy with all these things.
Are you kidding?
That's their whole life. That's their life.
Yeah.
Bnei Brak,
So the rabbi Ma'asarav,
the most busy city in
so Ma'arav Asam, he took 4 people. Amulata, you're in charge of the Nisuin, you're in charge al ha-kashruyot, you're mikvaot ta'eruvin, and he gets just to sign. So
How does
ככה, next.
Buyer's assistants, basically.
אתם תטפלו בו, אמר להם, אתם אחראים על זה, that's it. Now, someone who was in charge of kashrut under him, he has 300, 400 mashgiachim.
to deal with.
Yeah.
The guy who the chief rabbi put in place.
Under him,
Under the
you
chief
have
rabbi.
mashgiachim,
Right.
the restaurant and ulamot and weddings, halls, כל זה, יש לך פה tons of stores and restaurants and bakeries, every store that sells any food,
Catering.
anything has to have a kashrut. If not, you don't get anything. So who's in charge? So I have this number, Rabbi so-and-so, he's the rabbi of the kashruyot. right? זה הרב של הכשרויות. Under him, he could have 200-300 משגיחים. Every משגיח is in charge of a store.
How do they get paid? Who pays them? The city pays them, or they make money and they get it?
So it depends. יש לך רבנויות, מהמועצה הדתית, they paid. And also, the Baal Ahmad also pays percentage. Okay, so it depends. Anyway, so he gave the jobs to other people, and he would sign, and the rest of the day, היה לו שווה לומד. הבנתם מה עשה? No. Now, when it came to marriages, technically, whoever comes to you, you have to get them married, right? You're the rabbi, who do the chuppah v'kiddushin if you want, if you need to. A rabbi, lo asa klum. He gave it to other people, but people were very close to him, או תלמידים שלו, וכולי, אז הוא היה עושה chuppah v'kiddushin. Once, it was a couple that came to the rabbi Yonatan, that happens to be that the father knows the parents very well. The rabbi has a simple rule. You want chuppah, just make sure to come tzanoah. אבא של הכלה, היה תלמיד של הרב. He would come every Shabbat and every Sunday to his classes. אז הרב הכיר אותו. But the daughter got, she became kala, and the rabbi came to do the chuppah. כלה, לא בא צנוע. הרב אמר, אין chuppah, go change.
In the wedding?
And I'm not so chuppah, go change. So one of the people, Rabbi, why are you doing this? כלה. אתה שומע זוהר? אתה לא שומע רבי.
שומע.
אמר הרב, אין chuppah. I'm not go back to the hall, to the salon, go get yourself dressed. אין chuppah. קיצור, התחילה לבכות. הרב אמר שהיא תבכה ולא אני אבכה למעלה.
Get somebody else to do it.
אבל אבא רוצה רק אותה, אתה הרב ממש תירות. אמר, rather she cries and I'm crying. Rather she crying and me crying up there in Shamayim. אין.
Like, what does it make a difference if she's on the second now, or like later she's not gonna be snore?
I don't know about later. I know מההלכות, אני איך אני עושה ברכות ויש לי אישה שפרוצה. So, קיצור, she had no choice. קיצור, she left.
Father's a strong.
Okay, then we give more ברכות. קיצור,
You should have been prepared for that.
קיצור, בעל האולם, the owner, he said, בוא'נה, it's already 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9. Chuppah was supposed to be 6:30. He comes to the rabbi, אמר לו, כבוד הרב, אתה מפסיד פה את I'm going to lose money because of you. הרב אמר לו, ב-11, אם אין חופה, אני משלם על הכל. אתה לא תגיד לי איך לעשות חופה, get out of here. The rabbi tells him, by 11 o'clock, if there's no wedding, I'm paying everything. Don't tell me what to do, get out of here.
Because of the
אמר לו, לא, rabbi, you can do חופה, don't look at her. איך הוא אומר לרבי?
Tell the rabbi what to do. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes and just do
I
חופה.
understand.
Okay, the rabbi tells him, keep 11 o'clock. There was no wedding. You give me the price, I'm paying everything. Don't tell me what to do to off people. And chuppah. And chuppah.
Why he has to pay? Even though he didn't want to pay,
השתיק
why he
אותו,
has to
השתיק
pay?
אותו.
Why did he give him that?
אצל הרב ההלכה קובעת, לא money קובע. So he comes to tell the rabbi, because of you I'm losing money. So because of your money, so you want me to be over halakha? So it does him simple. Between your money and my halakha worth your money. So I'll pay you, so you're not going to lose. But I'm not going to change the halakha. Boom, Aryeh. Didn't bend an inch. זה לגבורה. שמה אמר לו, מה הגבורה? By 11, if there was no wedding, I'll pay for that. It could have said, but we're not going to change the halakha. אם יש פריצות, אני לא עושה חופה. אני עומדת חופה in front of כלה שלא צנועה. וככה היה, and after, an hour after, she came back, והייתה צנועה, ועשה חופה. אבל לא היה מוכן לוותר בשום פנים ואופן. And don't tell me close eyes. פריצות לא עושים ברכות. הבנת מה זה? זה נקרא לי גבורה. the money is not going to change the halachot. והמבין יבין.
והמבין יבין.
כן, יבין אותו מאוד. זה נקרא לי עצה ותושייה ולי גבורה.
When you have to know when.
הרב,
Thin line.
הרב, he was so humble, but when he had to say things, wow, sharp, like you had no idea. And that's בכלל סיפור, I was there. סיפור מדהים, מדהים, מדהים. האמת, his truth. You have to know that the rabbi, some people say, whatever is in your mind, say. And it's not true. לא כל אמת צריך לדבר. You have to know. לא צריך להגיד את האמת. אסור לשקר, you cannot lie. אבל לא צריך להגיד את כל האמת. Sometimes you have to know to sift the things. You don't have to say whatever is in your heart. even הקדוש ברוך הוא אומר לאברהם, למה זה צחקה שרה לאמור, האף אומנם ילד ואני זקנתי, and she never said that. She said, my husband is old, but Hashem changed. Okay. So you have to know that even if you're an honest person, you don't have to say whatever you think. You have to ask, how's dinner? I'm very honest. I'll up on him. You're dumb.
It's great.
He's an idiot. Depeche. How's food great? You know why it's great?
אם הוא יגיד לי שזה טוב, יתכן אותו כל הזמן רע. אז הוא צריך להגיד לה,
הנה, עכשיו הבנתי מה שקרה כל השנים.
He's gonna eat
חביבי.
You tell her later.
תגיד לה טוב
At
מאוד.
that time you say good.
You got married, you got
Later you
married
tell
too.
her.
חביבי, no woman
Don't
the
do it.
first year is a chef. Takes time, לאט לאט.
If I tell her she won't make me food anymore.
She made me do it. You have to know when to say, when's the right time to say it. You have to know when's the right time.
Where we up to?
That story.
אוקיי, תשמעו סיפור. אולי לזה צריך לסגור את הוידאו, אני אכנס את זה, אני סיפרתי את זה. תשמעו סיפור. אני אספר לכם סיפור. עם חכם עובדיה יוסף והרב. You want to hear a story of חכם עובדיה יוסף and the rabbi עליו השלום. Admoni, you want to hear? Let's go. Shlomo, get in. It was elections. I think Tafshin Ayin Gimel, was it 2013? 2013. It was elections to who's going to be the chief rabbi after Rabbi Amnon. Okay. So during the summer, it was a big politics. Who's going to be? A couple options. Okay. To the rabbi, Ba'u Kama, Rabbanim, I'm not going to say names, it's not nice. One of them was Hacham Tzhak Yosef. And by the way, I have it on a video. Hacham Tzhak Yosef came to the rabbi. He asked him to vote for him. Why? There is only 150 people that they vote who is going to be the next chief rabbi. 150 etzba'ot fingers.
So the rabbi's one.
He was one of them.
Decides. Okay.
Yeah. It has to be a couple of judges, has to be a couple member from the Knesset, and also specifically couples, chief rabbis of cities. And the rabbi was one of them. So the rabbi, he had a vote. So Hacham Tzhak Yosef came to him, asked him to vote for him. Okay, fine. Now, that elections for the chief rabbi, Asfaradi. היה עוד אחד, chief rabbi של אשכנזי. Fine.
Also came there.
היו כמה. So, היו שתיים. בין המועמדים, between the people who are running, היה רבי לאו, ועוד רבי אחד, Rabbi Shapiro. Rabbi Shapiro, his father, was the chief rabbi of Israel, של אשכנזים, during the time of Harab Mordechai, Eliyahu. Okay, the rabbi knew very well at Rabbi Shapiro, and he did for him to help many people. So when his son came to the rabbi said, "I'm going to vote for him." Rabbi Shapiro. Why? He owes his father hakarat tov. Shabbat Nahamu, Shabbat Nahamu, we were in Yerushalayim, במלון רמדה, רבא and אני ביחד, הרב הרבנית ואני. היינו שבת נחמו בירושלים. מוצאי שבת, that's the biggest hack. Why Hacham gives the classes. Mוצאי Shabbat,
Right.
and that's where all the news goes around. So somehow it got to Hacham Yosef that the rabbi Alav Shalom, he is in Yerushalayim. Right away, they called his son-in-law, who they know, to bring him to Hacham Wadah. He wants to meet with him. Who gets a phone call? I get the phone call after the rabbi. I'm like, okay. That was Chodesh Av, but 3 months before he passed away. I went to Hacham Wadah's house. Okay, they got everybody out. So they, everybody in his house. Yeah. So they let the rabbi in, and nobody could come in. No. He said, bring me in also. So he bring me in. We were in his bedroom. In his bedroom, ושמו עליו את הגלימה, you know. The rabbi, חכם עובדיה, מבקש מהרב עובדיה, please, vote for my son, חכם יצחק. אמר לו, אני לא מבין. I already told him that I'm going to vote for him. למה צריך לבוא לפה? מילה זה מילה. לא צריך לבוא לפה, חכם. I gave him my word, that's it. Okay. Also, I want you to vote for Rabbi Lau.
Against
Chacham Obadiah says,
one Sephardi, one Ashkenazi have to vote.
Yeah. So now they want the Chas party, they want the Rabbi Lau because it fits them better.
The rabbi gave his word to the rabbi Shapiro.
Yeah. Amar Chacham Obadiah, Ani boher b'Rav Shapira. Straight. I'm voting for Rabbi Shapiro. I gave him my word.
Oh, the rabbi tells him.
He tells Chacham Obadiah, I gave my word already to Rabbi Shapiro. So the people around, all the machers, they tried to push the Papa. Amar milah ze milah. I gave him my word. In front of Chacham Obadiah Yosef, Chacham Obadiah Yosef, Amar lo, ba'asita k'chochmatecha. You know who said this line? David HaMelech, before he passed away, he said to his son Shlomo HaMelech, "Va'asita k'chochmatecha." Chacham Obadiah Yosef, you see people are trying to push him. And the Rabbi Alav Shalom is not bending an inch. I gave him my word. I'm not going to change. Chacham Obadiah ra'ah et zeh, yani leave him alone. Va'asita k'chochmatecha.
What does that mean?
You do whatever you understand is right. And I'm telling you, Chacham Obadiah, הרב היה, זה נקרא לי גבורה. לפני חכם עובדיה, מי יכול לעמוד? אבל האמת שלו, הייתה אמת ככה ישר. הבנת את זה? בתמיד גדולים יקדו את. כי הם לא נפגעים, כי הכל זה תורה שם. יהיה דס? חזק וברוך. רבי חנניה, רגע שאומר, רצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות להפיך.